Next is Vera Makarov from Apli, and she's flown from Mexico to be with us.
In the digital era, AI and automation are taking jobs at alarming rates. At Apli, AI creates jobs by reducing friction in permanent recruiting and turning missed days of work into temporary jobs. Every year, billions of workdays are lost because companies can't hire fast enough or because bad candidate profiling leads to high turnover. But there's 1 billion people looking for extra work. Apli uses AI to connect them to jobs ranging from flexible temp work to permanent employment. As opposed to traditional recruiting, which takes 52 days, Apli is an end-to-end solution that gets the job done on the same day. Our consumer-facing technology is a chatbot that works on mobile messaging platforms. Our chatbot interviews thousands of candidates simultaneously in multiple languages, profiling their skills, experience, psychometrics, and motivations with more depth, but none of the biases of an expert human recruiter. When companies request help, our matching algorithm finds the best candidates in our database of 100,000 workers using this profiling information as well as ratings from their previously worked assignments. As opposed to classified sites, Apli is an end-to-end solution which gets feedback from the results of every temporary assignment and every permanent hire. With that data, our machine learning models get better at matching, which improves our service and brings us more clients. The AI flywheel resulting from closing the loop with real-world data is Apli's competitive advantage. Apli's technology is also bringing gig workers into the formal economy with the safety nets of traditional employment. With automated Social Security registration, portable work accident insurance, and daily payroll disbursements, Apli enables employers and governments to offer benefits to temp workers without drowning in paperwork. In 2 years, Apli has completed 25,000 temporary assignments in Mexico, paying twice the typical wage for these jobs, and giving $500,000 of additional flexible income to students, part-time workers, and single parents. And we're placing 300 permanent candidates per month in the US and in Mexico using algorithmic matching, which doesn't care about their age, gender, or skin color. Companies pay Apli $5 per person per day for temporary workers and half a month of salary for permanent hires. They report that Apli's AI-enabled recruiting is 4 times faster with 80% higher employee retention. In 5 years, Apli will have machine learning models to predict performance in 80% of jobs worldwide. And we will be placing 100,000 candidates per month in jobs we know they will love. I'm Vera from Apli, and our technology is building a future where workers and businesses never have to miss a day of work. Thank you.
Thank you. Jay, and then Martin, do you have a question as well? Okay, Jay.
Jay Collins from Citibank. So your social assistant system that you described is absolutely fantastic. What homework have you done on outside of Mexico, the ability to find similar companies that can provide the insurance, the onboarding of the Social Security system for you?
So in the US, there's more providers, but there's also opportunities in Chile and in Peru where there's more familiarity with temporary work. In other Latin American countries, unfortunately, the labor laws are still very restrictive, and there's no providers that can connect to Apli and help us out.
Thank you.
Tina, and then Vilas.
Thank you. This is a very promising solution. How can you strengthen the ability to offer social protection solutions to informal sector workers? It seems to me that you undersell that versus the recruiting part of your solution.
So on the social benefits, I think it's more of an education, both to governments and to workers, that this is the future. I mean, work is becoming more flexible, whether we like it or not. So now, how do we make the benefits that are available to permanent workers and for full-time workers also available to gig economy workers and temporary workers? So we're working with both kind of the private sector and the companies, getting them to recognize that, and also working with the Social Security system in Mexico to connect automatically and at least remove the friction through automation from making it happen. I think eventually we'll have to be changing some of the laws and some of the regulations to make it even stronger.
Thank you. In AI, we talk a little bit about pattern recognition versus predictability. Like, what is it that you think defines a good candidate for a particular job, and how much human intervention does it take per job type or profile?
So we actually found that the retention rates of candidates recruited by Apli are higher than the retention rates recruited by human recruiters for our corporate clients. Most of the jobs that we serve are blue collar and entry level white collar, and the basic determinants are distance from where they live to work and how much it costs them in public transport to get there. So what happens in a typical interview with a human recruiter is someone comes in, makes an awesome impression, and they love them. It's like, oh, but they live a little far away, but I'm going to rescue them, right? And then the pressure to fill the job increases, and then you start lowering your standards. The chatbot is very objective. It's very cold. It calculates automatically the distance between your workplace and between your home. And if you live too far away, it doesn't pass you, even though you qualify on other metrics, because we know that's the #1 predictor of early rotation, early turnover.
Umran, very quickly.
The learned bias, the machine learned bias, do you have any considerations for that possibility and how you will overcome that in future?
We're out of time. Thank you, Vera, so much.
Thank you.